Hi friends, welcome to the Daily Answer Writing Initiative. Today I have framed a question from a Hindu article of 28th of August Sunday, which was improving the access to antibiotics through innovation. This article basically talks about the growing health concern of antimicrobial resistance. So the question which I have framed is, the antimicrobial resistance is growing health crisis. Analyze the reasons for rise of antimicrobial resistance throughout the world. Also discuss the need for multi-pronged approach to tackle this crisis. So this is a 15 marks question which you need to answer in 250 words. Okay, so if you see, this question has two parts. First part, you have to basically discuss the reasons, analyze the reasons for the growing antimicrobial resistance, and then the second part, you have to discuss the need for multi-pronged strategy. Okay, so let us try to answer the question. So in the introduction, what we will write, we will basically try to define, okay, what is antimicrobial resistance. Why? Because generally in science question, where you get a question on a new term, okay, see, antimicrobial resistance is not a term which we use in daily life. So whenever you get such type of questions which has scientific terms, so it is best to start the answer by the definition. So we can start like this, the definition of it. So antimicrobial resistance is the change slash mutation of microbes that make them resistant to so what we have done, we have defined what is antimicrobial resistance. We have said that antimicrobial resistance is the change or mutation of microbes, which is bacteria, fungi, virus, that make them resistant to medicine, okay, or cure. So basically what happens, that suppose these are the bacterias, and when we put some antibiotics, in our body, so these are the bacterias. So what will happen, because of the stress, okay, few bacterias will die and few will remain and mutate into resistant microbes. So what will happen, one or two will remain, others will die. So others will die, this will be resistant microbes. Because see, what happens whenever, okay, these microbes are under stress, because antibiotics will create stress and it will kill all the bacteria, but few of the bacteria will survive, and this will be the resistant bacteria. They will be resistant to the antibiotics. Then what we will do, we will write one line. This is how you can use diagrams. So you can put this diagram into a box. Okay, then what you will write, that because it says that antibiotic resistance, okay, antimicrobial resistance is a growing health crisis, so you will say that according to Lancet report, more than 1.2 million people have died because of AMR globally. Okay, so I have given some fact also. and given some report. So we have used Lancet report. Okay, because of AMR, which is more than HIV AIDS. Okay, so it clearly shows that, okay, therefore it's a growing health crisis. Okay, so what we have done, that through fact, what we have said, we have basically clarified that yes, antimicrobial resistance is a growing health crisis, because we have given some facts also. 1.2 million people have died. Now what we will do is that we will change the paragraph, and what we will do, we will answer the first part of the question, which is the analyze the reasons for growth of antimicrobial resistance. So what we will do, we will give a heading, reasons for AMR, because we can use this AMR. Why? Because you see here, AMR, we have written AMR basically means antimicrobial resistance. So every time you don't have to write AMR. Okay, so we'll give reasons. Here we can draw a diagram also. You can write, okay, AMR. Okay, we can write this, we can draw this diagram. So the main reason is what? Irrational use of antibiotics. Okay, the second reason is what? The second reason of AMR is what? The second reason of AMR is basically not completing the antibiotic course. Okay, the third reason basically is use of antibiotics in animal husbandry as growth stimulants. Next reason what we can write is hospital ineffective hospital infection management. Next reason what we can write is pollution and lack of hygiene. Why? Because suppose one person has this antimicrobial resistance, so through pollution and through lack of hygiene, through urine or through feces, okay, this will go to other people, this will basically transmit to other people. So if we do not have proper hygiene, okay, the chances of this spreading are more. Okay, and last is what? Okay, no new antibiotics discovered. Okay, so what is happening, that since the present antibiotics whatever we have, so now the bacteria have become resistant to those antibiotics. So if we want to fight these resistant antibiotics, then we have to come out with new antibiotics, which obviously the research is not happening, and that is the main reason for the crisis. Okay, now let us see the second part of the question. Says that discuss the need for multi-pronged approach. So you see, since the causes are multiple causes are there, 1 2 3 4 5 6 causes are there, so the response will also be multi-pronged. We will write here need for multi-pronged approach. You will write here. So first what you will write here, basically you will write here is that first thing you are going to write here is basically you are going to write is that we are the policy. Okay, we can write the policy. Okay, first there is a need for a comprehensive AMR policy. Okay, so at the level of policy we need, okay, some basically we need some new policy. Okay, so you can say that India has, you can here say India has already came out with national policy on AMR. So we already have a national policy, okay, on AMR. So that is the first thing you have to do is for policy level. Okay, second, we have to basically at the level of individual, what we have to do is that, okay, awareness generation about AMR and about misuse of antibiotics. Okay, because individuals are playing a big role in this growth of antibiotics, because they are doing irrational use of antibiotics and they are not completing the course. So that is also one of the primary reasons. So individuals are very responsible for that. Okay, next what we can say that, okay, the hospital, okay, hospitals, okay, proper infection management is needed in hospitals. Okay, proper infection management is needed in hospitals, okay, to control the spread of AMR. Okay, next, okay, we can say that agriculture. Okay, so there must be a ban on use of antibiotics in agriculture. Okay, you can say that already CSIR, okay, and I think ICRA have recommended it in India. Okay, this is anything. And last what we can say that one more point what we can write here is, one more point we'll write here is need for surveillance. You can write that need for surveillance. Okay, so there is an urgent need for AMR surveillance, okay, globally and also in India. Okay, and one more thing you must remember is that whenever we get any question on health, okay, try to mention the various international organizations, okay, which are related to health. So we'll say that WHO, role of WHO. So the role of WHO becomes very important. Okay, it should help in coordination between countries, okay, to tackle AMR. Last, okay, innovation, which was the crux of the article, that there is an urgent need for research and development to develop new antibiotics. In this you can name some international initiatives. Okay, there is one initiative, I think GADPR. Okay, you can mention that. Then you will conclude, you will write way forward. Okay, you can way forward. you'll say that if nothing is done, then according to reports, more than 10 million AMR infections and more than 1.6 million AMR infections globally and in India would become a reality in 2040. Therefore, it is of paramount importance that above measures are implemented in letter and spirit. Here we can use one more point which I forgot, the red line campaign. The red line campaign, underline that. Okay, so you see here WHO. Okay, so this is a fact. Okay, we have said that if nothing is done, then this problem can become into a bigger problem. Okay, you see how we have drawn diagram. Okay, many people they ask questions, sir, how to draw diagram in answers. So you see how I have drawn diagrams. I have shown how this antimicrobial resistance basically happens. Okay, we have explained the science, okay, which is the mutation science. Then we have given some facts also and some report, because every answer you should justify with facts and reports. And then you see we have drawn diagram, and through diagram I have shown the reasons for antimicrobial resistance and then need for multi-pronged approach. See, for every problem I have given one suggestions, and I have also given what has suggestion has taken by the country. Okay, one small suggestions I can give you is that this is the second part. Okay, you can answer in a table format also. What you can do is that you can make a table. You can say here need for multi-pronged approach, and here India's response. Okay, so whatever point you mention here, just tell what India has done. Whatever point you mentioned here, just tell what India has done. So that is also a table format you can answer, and then you can just write way forward. So that is also one way. Okay, so I hope these answer writing sessions are helping you. If you have any problem in answer writing, you can reach out to me. Every day I discuss 5 questions every day in daily practice sheet discussions. Okay, so thank you friends, you can join that, and please like the video and please share the video with your friends. Okay, and please let me know the comments.